So Union Street is a social enterprise based in Old Trafford in Manchester. We're a digital media company. We do films, we make websites and graphic design, and we have a social development arm to what we do as well. We run projects in the community and training as well.
Panda stands for Performing Arts Network and Development Agency. It's a support organisation for anyone wanting or already in a career in the arts.
We were trying to think of different ways of supporting the growth of people who want to get into the creative sector, and also supporting the local economy of Manchester as well, and recognising the role that the creative arts and the community engagement sectors have to play in the growth of our economy.
We've originally thought that from training to work there was a big gap, and we wanted to create something that would help move people into feeling confident enough to work in the sector, and all the different qualities and skills that there are needed for that, which you don't get taught, you have to learn through experience. It's a practical training programme where people have to work in teams.
The hidden gems aspect of the project is the opportunity for the participants to work on a live project where they find a hidden gem or are given a hidden gem, and they work on a project or a campaign to make that hidden gem more visible. And again, it's about them working collaboratively together, but also with the organisation or with the hidden gem.
The Ancoats dispensary was a public health service before the NHS existed. So we're trying to make a film that celebrates the legacy of the Ancoats community.
Our group are working on a video about the Rochdale Pioneer Museum, which is the home of the cooperative movement worldwide. So we're making a documentary, probably about a 6-minute documentary about the museum, what meetings they've got with the community, a little bit of the history about the cooperative movement.
The aim of the Creative Breaks programme is ultimately to make an alternative tourist guide for Manchester, to advertise organisations and places or hidden gems that people who aren't from Manchester wouldn't necessarily know about, but they're doing really good, interesting work. And that's why the tourist guide is something that's a really worthwhile project, because there's so many different little community projects that go on around Manchester. So having the ability to have them all in one place is going to be a really useful resource.
We also have tried to develop a holistic approach to the participants in the project, so looking at different ways that the participants can be supported in the project. So there's the training, of course, there's mentoring, there's coaching, then there's peer learning as well.
People on the Creative Breaks programme want you to think for yourself and develop your own creative, unique style. But at the same time are very supportive in supporting you in doing that.
Union Street and Panda keep in touch on a regular basis. They're constantly sending us emails, and they're constantly running courses around that will help us directly with the projects that we're doing. So there's one on social media, there's one on filming and editing, there's one on PR campaign, working in a team, that kind of thing, project management.
I think what I'd like to see is that in 3 or 5 years' time, programmes like this, I'd love to see our programme being really taken seriously in terms of a real pathway for people to get into careers or move into careers and working in fields that they're really passionate and interested in. That's what we want to facilitate with this process, getting people into those sorts of careers where they feel like they're really needed and they're really interested and really passionate.
The filming tutorial was a particular highlight because we got to go out and put everything that we got taught that day into practice. And that was useful for me because I kind of like to sort of stay in theory mode, and just it sort of put me outside my comfort zone, which was useful. And allowed me to see that yes, I'm capable of doing it, and I don't need to hold back.
It's not just the workshops. You see that they are around us with the mentors, the people that have worked last year, and they're here to support us in this year's project. And they're always there to answer questions, give us feedback, but support us in a personal development as well, and not just the professional one or just doing the project.
In terms of these programmes, it does initially look quite a heavily intensive programme because of the holistic approach that we try and offer on the relatively small amount of funding that we have to run this programme. I would love to see it better resourced so that we could offer more support and supporting people continuously afterwards. We try and do that by bringing people back so that there's a pathway for people who've gone through the programme to come back and mentor and add to next year's programme, which I'd like to see continue into a whole big network of people that are collaborating and helping each other to make some fantastic work out there. That is, once someone has been through the programme, they're part of, it sounds a bit cheesy, but they're part of the family in a way, and the support continues and we continue to grow and see them grow with us.
I learn new skills every single day. It has been great, this particular program, when it comes to skills. And we're not talking about only about skills regarding, I don't know, photography, let's say, or using social media. It goes beyond that because, as we mentioned before, you have to learn to work in a team, respect each other, and it's very interesting and helpful, obviously, to learn about this sort of stuff. And we're learning a lot of skills that it's not applicable just in our professional life, but in our life in general, in every aspect of it.
The fundamental part of this project also lies in the experience that the participants gain from working collaboratively in a group, following the training, and the different creative processes that they can learn or they can develop through the project that they can use later on in their career.
People should do creative breaks because you carry out a project in a 3-month period in a team with people, an artistic project with a deadline, and that's a really good experience.
We've had people moving on to employment, people moving on to jobs that they're really, really passionate about and really happy to be in. We've had a group winning an award last year at the Manchester Histories Festival. We've had people making massive transformations in their own personal life in the direction that they want to go in, and with their own, how they've transformed their own relationships with other people as well.
The Creative Breaks programme has had a positive impact on my life because it's given me the professional experience of working with cameras and crews. As a result of doing the programme, I got some work with a wedding company, and I don't think I would have been able to do that without this programme. And it's helped me get a sense of confidence about my skills.
So I think this programme's aimed at it's unusual in that it's aimed at quite a broad range of people. So we're not targeting a particular age, background or experience level. The whole aim is that people get to work with others that they might not necessarily have met otherwise, and they get to learn totally different perspectives and creative processes, which brings its own challenges but also is the thing that can really bring the most learning in this programme. And so anyone that wants to do more interesting and inspiring and creative work within the sector in the future, I would encourage to come on this programme.